Is Abuja worth the hype that people give to Abuja? Because anywhere you go to, people are like, I want to relocate to Abuja, everywhere. Do you think Abuja is worth the hype?
Yes.
What are your reasons?
Abuja is worth the hype because, number one, you look at the city itself.
Okay.
When it comes to planning, I think they got it right.
Okay.
And
planning in what aspect?
Planning, infrastructure wise.
Okay.
City centers.
Okay.
Neighborhoods.
Okay.
You hardly see traffic congestions.
Okay, that is true. Okay.
You understand? You can, from where you are, let's say Kuba, for example, you can say you have an appointment in town.
Okay.
Within 30 minutes, you leave your house.
Yeah.
You're there in town.
That is very true. Unlike Lagos, I could remember I had a very crazy experience in Lagos, and I was traveling one day within Lagos. So when I left Eco Hotel, then I was coming to Ikorodu. From that Eco Hotel to Ikorodu, I left very late. I think, let me say, around 8 in the night. Going to Ikorodu. Before I got to Ikorodu, it was about 1 a.m. midnight. So I can
relate.
I can relate to that compared to Abuja. If you're in Abuja, within 30 minutes or thereabout, you can get to any part of Abuja that you want to get to. There is this high cost of renting in Abuja of recent. I came to Abuja about 4 years ago. And when I was traveling, I was traveling outside the country, so I came to Abuja to see a friend. Then I stayed in his place for about 1 week or thereabout before I left. He was staying in Wuse 2. In his apartment in Wuse 2, it was a 1-bedroom apartment. This I'm telling you was 2016, 2017, thereabout. Let me say 2017. That 1-bedroom apartment, he was paying around 1 million naira in those days. So a few weeks ago, that was about 2 weeks ago, I went back to that place, to that apartment. I found out that they are paying over 6 million naira in that apartment for a 1-bedroom apartment in Wuse 2. There's a 1-bedroom apartment paying over 6 million naira. Do you think Abuja is worth that price when it comes to renting? How do people get to pay a rent of 6 million naira just for a 1-bedroom apartment in Abuja?
I won't say it's actually worth that amount.
Okay.
But I think it's demand that is actually driving those prices up.
Demand of house or demand
for housing, demand for houses by people.
Okay. Do you think it's demand for house, or do you think it's the greed of house owners or house agents?
I think the house owners are being too ambitious.
Okay.
Being too ambitious in the sense that you have a building.
Yeah.
It's not a new building.
Okay.
I have this building for over 10 years.
Yeah, more than 10 years.
More than 10 years.
Yeah.
And every year I keep increasing rents.
Yes.
Now, there is no justification to that.
Okay.
Unless you say, I actually renovated this building.
Okay.
And I invested money in it to make it look modern.
Okay.
Then I have someone coming in to take the house.
Okay.
There can be a slight increment.
Okay.
Left for me, I will advocate for 50%.
Okay. 50% rent increment.
Rent increment.
Okay.
And it shouldn't, since it's a new person, you've spent money, the person will say that, okay, a lot of things have been done in this house. If I were to be renting the house then for 1 million, and let's say I've fixed everything I need to fix, if putting the house up for 1.5, 2 million, it's fair. So I just feel like most landlords tend to capitalize on location and demand. Let's assume, just like you said, Wuse 2.
Yes.
Wuse 2 is a highbrow area where everybody wants to stay due to its proximity. It's the center of the city.
Yes.
So house owners believe even if they put at an outrageous price, there is that one person that will collect the house.
So why do you think that people would prefer, let me not even say people would prefer, because a lot of people would prefer to stay in places like Wuse 2, Asokoros, all these, the Maitamas of Abuja. How do you think that people, that 1-bedroom apartment, remember it's for a single person.
Yes.
There are duplexes, 2-bedroom apartment, 3-bedroom apartment, duplexes going for 25 million naira for rent just within a year, 365 days. There are some that go up to 50 million naira just for renting. How do you think that people in Abuja raise about 25 million to 30 million naira to rent just an apartment to stay within a space of 1 year, 12 months, and they pay another 25, 30 million naira? You've been in Abuja for so long. How do people raise money to pay that amount?
Well, when Abuja was setting up, there was this one of the, let me don't even mention name, but one of the ministers there
Yes.
said Abuja isn't for everybody.
Okay.
But I believe without the people, Abuja itself won't come to
Abuja
stay.
is empty, yes.
And since it's the federal capital territory, definitely you have diplomats.
Okay.
You have government officials. You have, so many top people in government.
Okay.
That can actually take such offers.
Okay.
And you have good businessmen and women as well that, find themselves in Abuja for one or two business trips, purposes, contracts and all that.
Yes.
So I feel those people in that class can definitely afford it.
Okay.
So if we as the middle income earners, people will say, or government will say, well, that city center can't be for everybody.
Okay.
You can also look elsewhere and see how your budget can match where you can stay.
Okay, when you talk about looking elsewhere,
yes,
there are some suburbs in Abuja. I think Kubwa is one of them. I think there are some other places, Lube also, do you understand? In Kubwa, for instance, there are many places in Kubwa that when you get to those places right now, you won't get a one-bedroom flat. The least one-bedroom flat you'll get is 1.8 million. There are some places in Kubwa, to get a two-bedroom apartment now, you have like 3 million naira, 2.8 for a two-bedroom apartment. The least one-bedroom apartment you can get in some areas in Kubwa that is manageable is from 1.3, 1.5, thereabouts. And these areas are areas that government or people feel they are cheap areas. Do you understand what I'm saying? How do people say that a low-income earner can pay 1.5, 2 million naira just to live in a one-bedroom apartment, with his family within a space of 1 year, and the minimum wage is between 70,000 to 80,000 naira? How do such people cope? Paying in a year, you are paying more than your annual income just for a one-bedroom apartment. What can government do in this regard?
Well, first of all, I feel because if you even look at it, I think Nigeria itself has a huge deficit when it comes to housing.
Okay.
About 28 million. So.
Wow.
And if you are going to equate that to money, to amount to over 21 trillion.
Okay.
And if you look at the budget, our budget this year is around 46 or 47 trillion.
Okay.
That's like saying you want to solve housing problem.
Okay.
Almost half of the budget is going to go for that, which is definitely not going to be possible.
Okay.
So what I believe, or what I think government can actually do, is to encourage people to own land, whereby changing certain laws when it comes to land ownership
within Abuja, everywhere.
Since we are talking on Abuja, but I think it's a nationwide crisis, it's a nationwide issue.
Okay.
But since emphasis is in Abuja, and we have a lot of land space. If you look at Abuja, Abuja is so big, and all the lands haven't been utilized. Coming from Giri down to Lugbe, Airport Road, you see, vast areas of land.
Yeah.
But I think the land laws needs to be reviewed.
Okay.
You understand? And also the processing of it. There's too much bureaucracy.
Do you think that can solve, the high cost of rent, to reduce the number of people renting in Abuja? How would that affect the cost of renting?
I feel if people have access to lands at subsidized rates, strictly directly from government to the people, I think it will reduce the demand for rented homes. People can own their own homes to stay, and it will push the price down.
Wow. So let me ask you this final question. You are a big player in the hospitality industry in Abuja.
Yes.
You've managed so many hotels, many top hotels in the city. Is the hospitality industry very lucrative in Abuja? Because anywhere you go to in Abuja, people are building hotels every day. How lucrative is the hospitality industry in this city?
Any business you see people venturing into, it means it's lucrative.
Are you saying that do people go to hotel to relax, or they just go to hotel to sin? Is sin lucrative, or the hospitality industry is lucrative?
I feel there's a misconception about hotels and all that.
Okay, tell us.
You know, me growing up, I believe hotels serves a lot of purposes.
Okay.
You go for conference.
Okay.
You go for meetings.
Okay.
People use it for weddings, events, and all that. So it cut across all around. Some people just want to be there for quietness, you know, just their personal time. So it's a lucrative business.
Yes.
And you know, looking at in every hotels guarantee you that comfort.
Okay.
Some people can't get it in their homes due to that noise, you know, some people like that serenity and all that. So it's a lucrative business because like I said earlier on from our conversation, people keep migrating into the cities. Some people that I've had cases where people come to Abuja and they say, wow, I'm trying to secure an apartment.
Okay.
But I'm yet to get one. And they see hotel as leverage.
Wow.
Depending when the apartments are ready. Some people stay as long as 2 weeks.
In your hotel?
Yes, 2 weeks. So when you look at that, it's a huge revenue.
Wow.
So I feel that's why I said the housing deficit is a problem.
Yeah.
So hotel serves as a leverage to, you know, balance things and all that. So sinning, well, could be part of it. But it's not only that, it's cut across all around. You know?
Okay, let's not just say sin, let's just say fun. Because, because people have what they define as sin. Or let's just say it's fun, it could be fun. People are coming for fun.
Yes, people go there to have fun. People go there for quietness. People even use hotels as family vacation.
Wow.
Some people have their honeymoons there. You know, halls, you know, churches come to rent your halls to have services. Weddings intending couples come to rent your hall. People come for seminars. So it serves as it serves a lot of purposes, you know.
Okay, and just can you just give us a brief figure? The least hotel in Abuja. What do you think could be their monthly income, you know, in Abuja? Can you tell us that?
Okay, it's actually difficult because some hotels operate based on the number of rooms they have.
Yes.
Do you understand? And some charges are based on location and the kind of the size, and you know, hotels are rated based on stars, 4-star, 5-star, 3 stars, and all that. You know,
are you saying that, you know, let's say a hotel with about 40 rooms or 20 rooms, that when you get to these hotels, they can charge you between 30,000 and 40,000 for the room? Can you just give us an average of, if you have a 20-room hotel in Abuja, which is one of the least that people can have in this city, and they charge between 30 and 40,000 based on location, in locations like, you know, just the suburbs, because the hotels that are within the city, you get with from, let me say, 100,000 and 150 for a room just for a night. Let's say the average hotels that charge between 30-40,000 in suburbs. Can you just give us, in a month, how much do you think that such hotel can make?
Okay, let's take for instance a hotel with 30 rooms. And in hospitality business, like, it's not like it's on and off. And you can't guarantee you selling your rooms 30 in a day. So as a business person, when you get 20 rooms, you sell 20 rooms daily, it's fine. It's good business. Now, if we are going by the maths, let's say your lease room is 20,000 on an average. Let's say a 3-star hotel, which is still okay. 3-star, you say you're going for 20,000. So when you multiply 20 by 20,000, that gives you 400k in a day. Now you multiply that by 30. That gives you an average of 12 million. Which at the end of the day, at the end of the month, when you do expenses and everything and all that, at least you should go home with 5-6 million at the end of the month. Which is fair. Business profit wise is fair. You get. So if probably business goes well and you make more, let's say you're having full room back to back, you should know that that's 30 times, you know, that's a huge amount of money. You're selling 20 by, so you should do the math. You know that you definitely make more money. But one thing I believe in hospitality, you hardly make losses. In the sense that it's an everyday, people must get a place to rest their heads. And you definitely make money. Yes, some days you might not make like the day you made before. But what you're guaranteed of is that something will definitely come to to you.
Wow.
And finally, I think maintenance is key.
Yeah.
And good customer service.
Thank you so much for coming. We are happy to have you here today.
Likewise, anytime.
Yeah, we hope to